Hi, this video is going to serve as an introduction to tabletop role-playing games. My video on how to roleplay any tabletop RPG will be in the description alongside the video on how to obtain details through roleplay. The video, I think those are the only two videos in existence currently in YouTube that tell you how to roleplay any tabletop RPG and obtain details through roleplay. Yes, the only two videos, so please check them out. So what are tabletop role-playing games? They are games where you play a role. And what is role-playing in a tabletop role-playing game? It is playing the role of a character by describing your actions and interactions in the fictional environment. In the case of the Game Master, you are actually playing the role of various player characters, but the Game Master does not exist in the game world. The Game Master is going to be playing the role of Bob, of Jim, of Harry, of Lucette, of Janice, of anyone. And he also plays the role of the world itself by controlling the effects of the hazards, by presenting dangerous encounters, handling the agendas, the plans of different factions and non-player characters. This also has to do with the weather effects. The Game Master could set it up so that it rains. Perhaps he handles things through random generation, and now the day is quite hot. Perhaps the climate is a bit lukewarm. The Game Master is playing the role of the non-player characters that the player characters encounter along the way, but he's also playing the role of the world itself. So it is a bit more complex, but it's so rewarding. A different way of experiencing roleplay when compared to just role-playing as a single player character, but that in itself is also tremendously enjoyable in its specific way. When you roleplay as a player character or various player characters, you don't know what the world is going to throw at you. The Game Master describes the situation. You interact with that situation, and depending on if a role is needed or some other mechanic, cards, perhaps it is a diceless system and no tools are necessary, something will happen. So it's all about a back and forth of describing the actions and reactions, how the characters act, how they react to the game world, how the non-player characters and the game world itself react to the actions of the player characters, and how the world itself and the non-player characters sometimes take action in favor or against the player characters participating. For those of you that are just getting started, there are a lot of mediocre people, fake role players, that want to distort the hobby. This is a game where you play a role-playing game. But yet you have people that think it's a conversation. You are not talking with a game master that doesn't exist. Others paint it as some sort of drama or theater play. An actor in theater, in movies, in anywhere else will never roleplay in the way that the roleplay is handled in tabletop role-playing games, because they do not describe their actions. An actor in a movie, in series, in theater is not going to be describing what they do. They do it. They walk towards the other actor portraying this other character and do something. The scene changes and now they are swimming in the swimming pool. They do not describe their actions. And of course, a script is not being followed in a tabletop role-playing game. And even when it comes to actors that improvise, because there are people very ignorant, they don't know that there is improvised acting. The actors that improvise are still not role players in a tabletop role-playing game, because they are acting. They are carrying out the action. Because this is a tabletop experience, you are playing while sitting at a table with your friends. So you cannot always run and, oh, now the scene takes place in the beach. You are not going to the beach. oh, the scene takes place in a skyscraper. You're not going to be changing the scenery or taking the shots like a movie, or handling all sorts of elaborate scenery elements like in theater, and standing and acting. This is tabletop role-playing games. Tabletop role-playing games. Also not to be confused with LARPing, live action roleplay. That is a whole nother topic. You will find many videos covering LARPing. I would say covering LARPing better than tabletop role-playing games. So check those out. So as you can see, this is a very easy to understand hobby. Tabletop role-playing game. A game that you play at the tabletop, be it physical, virtual. You are playing a role and playing a game. You are playing a role by describing your character's actions and reactions within a fictional environment. As easy as that. Thank you for watching this video. Remember, this is everything else that is a conversation, a modern AI game, or conversation rather. Can my character do this? Can my character do that? Can I? You're not talking to anyone. The game master doesn't exist in the game world. You can talk to non-player characters. You can describe your actions. But do not expect an answer from a real game master, because the game master is not there. This is not like the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon, where you have a short, bald guy that is actually a non-player character interacting with the player characters. And this is not drama. This is not acting. Now I am moving Juliet. Oh, Romeo. And you move and you start to climb up the balcony to meet up with you. No, you're describing your actions. That's it. As simple as that. Playing a tabletop role-playing game. What? And not a board game. Definitely not a board game. In board games, you do not describe your actions. And never break character. In role-playing games, you never break character. When it comes to the mechanics, rolling dice, that's it. Because it is necessary for the resolution. The game master, you describe your action to the game master. The game master will tell you what to roll. Make an attack roll. Roll your dexterity. Make a saving throw. Whatever the system. And then you make a roll, you announce your result, and the game master will tell you what happens in the great majority of cases. So no need to break character, no need to speak out in unnecessary ways. And why is that? Because when you do that, a miracle happens, a magical thing occurs. Immersion. Suddenly, you are not playing an adventure module. Suddenly, you are there, in that fictional world. You are experiencing a reality unlike any other thing. It is my conviction, based on my experience and my reasoning, that not even virtual reality will be able to approximate or get close to what your mind is capable of doing, because your mind is capable of producing things that are more real than real. That's the power of imagination. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for your likes and your comments. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. As always, thank you for watching my videos, and thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, the information on how to do that will be in the description below. And remember, it is better to roleplay and fail in character than not to roleplay and fail as a player. This has been Abraham, El Jaguar. See you later.